All right.
You got it.
Ta-da. All right, we are live. Let me get the Facebook up here. Find post. Let me see if it actually went up. All right. Merge. People see our faces now. No, that's not the right post. Did it post to the right thing? Yep. There we go. Got it. All right, we turn the chat room on for Facebook now. I'm going to start sharing. Everybody out there, if you're tuning in right now, please share Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, your mom's email. I don't know. Everywhere.
Are we live?
Yes. We are.
Right, cool.
Yes. We're not doing the show yet. We haven't started that. Not until after the
just
intro
live for
music.
the behind the scenes people.
Yeah. And for some reason, I'm having a little bit of difficulty bringing up our show on Facebook. All right, give me a second. We got a good show. I mean, I'm excited. Well, quasi-excited. I had to stop playing Warcraft to come here.
Yeah, I thought we might cancel tonight just so you can continue playing, honestly.
Yeah, the wife was like, "You're gonna do a show? I thought you were gonna just level and keep playing." Yeah, so let me know. Let Toxic Mom know we are live.
Let me get over to the stream right now.
We are live. Go ahead and share. You guys need some time to share, or are you guys good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm having an issue where it has to be. Let me reload Facebook on my phone. Usually I keep tabs on the Facebook stream, even though I know we're streaming to YouTube and to Twitch, but it seems to be giving me some problems. And then we'll get started. So just bear with me.
Got the stream popped up now. I think we have nobody in the room there.
Nobody. Well, they thought we were going to start at 8 o'clock.
Penis everywhere.
It's my Wi-Fi that's giving me an issue, I think. Yep. Because everything's
DSL.
Everything. I mean, we hate that DSL. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So, any questions before we start?
No, ready to roll with this.
All right, for everybody tuning in to the pre-show, this has to be finished by the end of the show.
Yeah, right. You don't cut the balls.
You'll be pooping yourself. Oh, am I supposed to be drinking alcohol too?
I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to.
Just kidding.
We're having some in and out issues with either YouTube or Twitch, it looks like.
Are we live yet?
We are live. We are live.
We're live. Yeah.
We are live.
Oh, no, we're live to 3 people now. It's probably us 3. Is it us 3 in the chat? We're looking at each other.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're in here and not us, say hi.
I'm gonna do a swig of coffee.
Maybe I'll go
Jim
get
Beam in a coffee mug.
Alcohol.
My favorite coffee mug of all time. I might not be great at the game, but goddamn, do I have a lot of shit that has the logo on it. Trav saying you lush. Let me see. Why is it not coming up over here? I'm glad that I didn't go live yet because the chat room seems to be not updating. Yeah. Yes, I'm live. Oh. No, I don't think so. Actually, I was having issues with the Wi-Fi, but the thing seems to be on. All right, that's a little insider stuff. All right. Yeah, we're not getting comments.
Next time, tell her the correct answer to on my live is silence.
Well, now we have to wait for Godfrey to get back. He just kind of disappeared. I was about to
Like how it's
start.
like, are we live? He leaves.
This
Cool.
this is Godfrey. So
Let's just play World of Warcraft.
Cole, I'm live right now. What did I tell you?
We'll edit this out, guys.
Since you all want to be
professionals.
degenerates.
Well, you said to us, "Are we live?" We said yes, and you left.
I wanted to get alcohol. I mean, some of the good stuff right here.
All right. Whew. All right, let's get started with the show. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We're going to get started with the show in just a minute. Please go ahead and share with everybody. And or after the show, please make sure to go find us on all your podcasting platforms, especially Apple Podcasts. The reason that I like that one is because they have the reviews and the star rating. Give us the 5-star rating. Also, give us a review, and make sure you download all previous episodes, even if you don't listen. Just download them. So that'll help us out a lot. It's a free way to make sure that you support and help the show, which we enjoy doing, and we would like to keep going for as long as we possibly can. With that being said, we're going to get started. I'm going to ask these guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys, and we'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Deviant Gamer Podcast, a podcast that will level up our drinking faster than you can level to 80 in The War Within, which is pretty damn fast. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Toxic Mike, and with me tonight, Demonoid and the Godfrey.
What's up,
Godfrey's drinking tonight.
Yeah,
That's a first,
not kind
isn't
of
it?
weak.
That's exciting. Godfrey's more, he partakes in other things other than alcohol most of the time, but seeing
I
Godfrey
do like
drunk
the giggle bush. You know?
what is the giggle bush?
Would you,
I think I knew a girl in high school named the giggle bush.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I won
The
a drink
giggle-
after seeing the Philly score. It was tied 1-1. Now it's 6-1. In like a
Yeah,
flash
no,
of a thing.
yeah. They're getting blown.
Ew.
Seeing that? No, they're not getting
Yeah.
blown.
Yeah, no, I got the
Getting
updates
blown out.
coming through.
What's that? You have what coming through?
The updates on the phone. I've been watching it. I just
The giggle
you don't
bush. I think. Yeah. Sorry. I was having this conversation the other day at work where I showed up with my World of Warcraft hockey jersey on, my World of Warcraft hat, and I was getting some trash feedback from individuals. And I looked at them and said, wait a second, you're the same person that will wear an Eagles jersey and an Eagles hat, or a Phillies jersey and a Phillies hat. What's the difference?
Same thing.
And it was kind of like, the whole thing is, You're cheering for guys that play with balls. I'm cheering for a video game.
Oh.
What's the difference?
Some would say you're cheering for guys who have stinky balls.
I don't get that. But yeah, so I don't see a difference. But no, I'm not a sports guy, so I'm not really in on that. We've discussed that before. How I'm not a sports guy, but I will whoop your ass in Madden. Just putting that out there.
Not me.
Maybe
Yes.
not his.
Yes, you. Yes, you. I'm looking at you, Godfrey.
Sober or not sober, you're going down.
It will happen. It will happen. All right, so on
Madden tonight.
yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. On today's show, other things we're gonna be talking about is gonna be jam packed with gaming news, trailers, teasers, and award winners from the largest video game convention around called Gamescom. We have gameplay trailers from the new VR Batman game coming soon called Batman Arkham Shadows, a teaser trailer for Borderlands 4, a Goat Simulator remastered trailer. I didn't know anybody was asking for this, but apparently they needed this shit remastered. That will leave you guys, my co-host, speechless. And some Gamescom award winners that will leave you thinking, what the hell? Am I that out of touch? All this and more in today's episode of Deviant Gamer. But first, let's get into what we've been playing. Guys, I'm going to take the helm this week as well because it is more World of Warcraft, of course, as if you didn't know. I've been playing The War Within. I paid the extra money to get into the early release of The War Within. And holy shit, I'm going to do this spoiler-free, by the way, because I know my at least one of my co-hosts, Demonoid, is planning on playing the game. But my first quick impressions, and next week we're looking to do a really full in-depth deep dive into the game and what we think will be coming and all that kind of stuff. But first off, the insane art, like really insane, is what's catching my eye first and foremost. Going into the world, looking at the everything far in the distance, the composition of everything, going into that Nerubian area where it's just spiders everywhere. Amazing. Leveling so far in The War Within has been a blast. Just great quest lines with great things you have to do. Really fun. The music is spot on. Now, Demonoid, you play without the music, right?
Very, very low, yes. I keep the music crazy low. FX, so you don't stand in the fire. I keep maxed out. Like the alert noises. Yeah, I max that out because we raid, if we can.
If we can. When we can.
Yeah.
Leveling seems to be going faster than previous expansions. That is a noticeable thing with this expansion is the leveling. I've been playing since last night starting at 6, and I'm already level 77. And max level is 80. So that's interesting. But overall, digging it a lot and looking forward to end game content. I did some dungeon hopping this morning. Had a blast. We were killing them pretty damn quickly. I was very surprised at that. But quick dungeons are always fun. I did a couple of delves. It sounds like you're doing something dirty. I did a couple of delves. They were fun, interesting. Now you can level it up. I think you could go level delves 1 to I think it's 15 or something like that. And each level you go up, they get harder and harder. I think I did a level 1, which was pretty simple. It was in the very beginning. And real quick, I want to give a pro tip to anybody out there that has either started playing or is going to be playing on what is release date, Demonoid? 26th, the real release?
Monday the 26th. I think it's Monday the 26th. Yeah. For us poor people.
For you peasants. Pro tip, before you start your journey, log into all of your tunes and make sure they are parked in the main city. The reason for is that characters will not start gaining rest XP until they have logged in at least once to the War Within. So it doesn't give you, you go through rest XP pretty quickly, but at the same token, when you hop on one of your... Yeah, you're going to hop on one of your alts, you might as well get that rest XP. So that's my pro tip.
You can get like a level and a half, right, worth of
Yeah.
bonus
And
XP.
that's, I mean, and with leveling being so quick, I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
I do know that that Mark, you had told me about how fast somebody leveled to 80. What was that number?
Yeah, so somebody did it in 1 hour, 1 minute. And I didn't read the article, but I read the comments on the article. Most people claimed he cheated with an exploit. Some comments were saying he did not. Well, some comments said he did not use an exploit. The number 2 person used an exploit. He did not. And then with anything, you have everybody putting in their 2 cents saying it's impossible. They were
Yeah.
starting to do math about how from level 79 to 80 it takes 440,000 XP or whatever the hell it is, or whatever. They said it's impossible to do it in an hour, but I mean somebody did. And then the number 2 guy used an exploit with a heritage quest where stuff infinitely spawns and you can kill it over and over again. So he apparently sat in one spot for an hour. Sat in one spot for an hour spamming a button. It supposedly is the number 2 guy.
I knew there had to be something. I mean, I know it's fast, but I didn't think it was that fast.
Well, also I heard people who are raid geared, like fully raid geared from Dragonflight, like super maxed out, were able to, take 4 of those people who are super geared and take one, whoever they want to power level, and they just go into dungeons. And that one person, they just run it over and over and over and over and over again.
That's what I was doing with the. That's what I was doing with the dungeon. I got in and there was a 79 or an 80, and everybody else was lower levels. I guess they just had an opening for DPS, and I run in, and we're just like literally blasting through like it's nobody's friggin' business, and I'm like, this shouldn't be this way, and that's exactly probably what they were doing. It's kind of insane, but it's any kind of game like this. People find the exploits, they find the quick way to do something, and they're gonna do it. So it sucks.
That's what everybody always jokes about. You hit max level, and now the game really starts.
Now what do? We play the game.
I feel like the best way to combat that, though, in any game, is I know people hate this, but make it available for purchase, even out the playing field, right? Like if people want to, if there's an exploit that's out there and people take advantage of it, and you don't have the time, make it available. Make it available for
like a level boost. You mean?
So they do have that. So Godfrey, I know you're not familiar with Warcraft, but here's a couple of things. So one, any exploit like that, normally Warcraft will come in and they'll nerf it, usually in the next patch, or if it's something that's really bad, they'll nerf it with a quick.
Is it a guy fix. But is the guy like causing rampage until they do nerf it? Like, you know what I mean? Like
it's possible, but they do. Warcraft does allow. Now they won't do it with a new expansion, but eventually they will allow you to have a level boost where you can pay. I think it's something insane. It's like $60.
60.
Yeah, $60. It's more than the game cost. So if you want a character that you just created, level 1, you just walked into the world, you're wearing nothing but a loincloth and have no weapons, and you're like, I want to be big dick, Dylan on the Warcraft field, you can go ahead and spend $60 and max level. Now, right now, you can spend that to go to max level 70 and then level up. But eventually, they'll open it up to level 80. So that is a thing that they do.
Big Dick McGillicuddy.
That was a better one. I have Big Dick Dylan. You have Big Dick McGillicuddy. Any questions you had, I almost called you Brandon. Ooh.
Who were you? Who were you talking to?
Ooh.
Him?
I haven't done that since I was high school. Call a close personal person somebody else. But anything else you wanted to hear about, or pretty much that's it? 'Cause we got, like I said, we're going to talk about it next week. But I know that you're.
I feel like I want to do the World of Warcraft and join you guys in it.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I'll be in this perpetual catch up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll eventually be able to play with you guys.
No, you wouldn't be in that.
Like he was saying, the boost.
Yeah. So if I sent you a link to come join, and you signed up and you paid for the War Within, you'll have a level 70 boost. So you'll be able to jump up to us. You'd still have to level 10 levels. The biggest issue you'd have is the learning curve. Because you instead of leveling and learning as you level, you would jump straight to 70, and we'd have to kind of help you out and guide you on how to play.
Yeah, a
But
lot of abilities.
You wouldn't have to go through that. And even if you did decide you didn't want to jump to 70, leveling goes relatively quick. But if you ever want to join, 100%, like, you can go from 1 to 20 for totally free. Like, you don't have to pay nothing. So if you ever
Game Genie back.
If you that's our new campaign. Screw the presidential campaign. Bring Game Genie back. But like I said, anything else, Demonoid, that you wanted to know, or just wait till next week?
No, I think next week we'll do a deep dive. I mean, we were talking earlier. I wanted to know about Delves because that was like the solo way to get pretty high gear where you tier it up. And you said you can get into it right away. I was worried you had to be 80, but apparently it doesn't matter. Apparently we're all going to be 80 next week. Friday night.
Well, the way you and Guido play, you guys will be like 4 hours later, dig,
Yeah,
like 80.
Yeah.
And then me and you'll be playing, and Guido will just sit there going, "Well, there's nothing else to do. I maxed out."
He's gonna quit. He's gonna stay one item level ahead of you, no matter how much it costs him. No matter how much dollars it costs, he will stay one eye level above you, and then he'll quit.
Wait. So now it's coming through. We've got Travis on. Oh, it didn't. It messed up. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm putting your name up there and shit. It's crazy.
Belly's on the screen.
I'm telling you, for everybody listening at home, if you do not tune in at least once to our stream, video-wise, or check it out on YouTube, you are missing out. I'll tell you that much. Let me fix that. There we go. So this is what Travis had to say. Travis said, "There's always an XP exploit every expansion," and that is very true. All right, so let's get into Godfrey. What have you been playing? Have you played anything at all this week? Have you had a chance to, or you got anything to talk about with video games?
I've been playing a game called Dodge My Dog's Farts right now. She's blowing me away right now.
Is that why you had to stand up?
Oh man, it's rough, dude. She doesn't even care. She's at the age where it's just like machine gun fire. But anyway, Madden. I've been playing some Madden. And we'll probably talk more about that, when we talked about something we're going to do later in the show. But playing Madden, getting back into the swing of it. I bought Madden last year, but I barely touched it. The year before, same thing. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? But I actually played it. It's funny. The first couple of games I played, I was reminded why I get pissed off at Madden. It's not the game. It's that people can't take an ass whooping anymore. If you're beating people, they just, oh, my game, I lost internet all of a sudden. You know what I mean? I'm like, what a bunch of baby bitches.
Well, I mean,
I don't know, man.
My co-op playing recently has been with a 6-year-old, so the ability to understand and accept a beating in a video game is non-existent in this house.
Yeah, man. Listen, how do you ever relish the comeback? You know what I mean? Like, you're never gonna make a comeback if you just bail out. It was only halftime. I've had it happen to me the first 3 times I played. Halftime, up by 1 touchdown, dude bails out because he threw an interception at the end of the half.
I couldn't. Like, I never play sports games online. One, usually the guys that are playing online are really fucking good. 2, that kind of shit.
Well,
I want to look.
They match you with people who
have your skill level.
Rank.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm coming in fresh. So I could be playing like, I don't know, somebody from the age of 6 to 65 for all I know. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to look you in the eyes while I'm beating your ass. Yeah. Godfrey.
Yeah, right. I mean, listen, if you want to do that, that's fine. Last time you were playing me in Madden, you almost were drooling on yourself. And I think I was beating you like 55-2 or something. And you were like, really?
All right, is that all you got, Madden, for this past week?
Yeah, Madden for this past week. It's a robust game. It's all about playing people. I like playing people online. Some people do Dynasty mode and Ultimate mode.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about doing Ultimate mode. For me, those games are like what they are, and I just like playing people online. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But some people love the Ultimate mode. I like fantasy football, so it's almost like, do I need another fantasy football team? I don't know, but
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll talk more about that later in that segment we were talking about. But Yeah, man, Madden. That's been my jam. I'm gonna try to have a new
Awesome.
one every week. And not pay for a new game every week though.
There you go.
I'm gonna try to avoid that.
All right, Demonoid, what you got?
So, same thing with you. Did a little bit of World of Warcraft, but because I did not buy that Extraordinary Edition, all I was doing was deleting. I deleted everything in my bags related to Dragonflight, to older items. I found stuff. You would probably find this funny. In my Paladin, who I've converted to a healer, who used to be the tank for us, found stuff from Northrend, basically Wrath of Lich King, like the first time we played, the original time we played. I deleted stuff that was 15 years old. I had bank. I went through the bank. I went through the war bank, the new war bank, like everything. Just deleted stuff. I didn't care. I probably deleted stuff that's worth billions of gold because it's 15 years old, but I didn't give a shit. I just went through my 4 main characters that I plan on playing, because the warband gives you 4 people that you're allowed to show
The
off.
warband is your all of your characters, by the way.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, but you know how you can put that little, the 4 group,
the 4 together, the 4-pack, yeah.
Yeah, the 4 that I'm going to use, my tank, do 2 DPS and a healer. I just cleared the bank. Got them ready, deleted the quest logs. I'm just prepping, like prepping for the storm, basically. So
the game maker's hearing you right now going,
yeah,
he's gonna be paying all over again.
I
baby.
deleted fake items.
No.
But just got that ready. Only thing I saved was like potions and stuff that would probably help out the leveling experience in a couple days. So did that, closed that off, did a couple dailies that are going to be gone. Basically, probably are gone already. I didn't log in again since you logged in, but did that, and then because I can't play anything else, went back to actually 7 Days to Die. I don't know why. I've talked about it before on here before, and I think I've told you about it before. It's like Minecraft meets zombie survival. It's actually really fun. It's a good game. It was in early access forever. It finally went 1.0, as they call it, full release.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I play it in my free time because it's a game that you can just pause, because it's single player. If you're playing at home, we could all join a server together, but it's good because I can pause it and walk away and do something. So I did a little bit of that, which again, Minecraft mixed with zombie survival, and also Abiotic Factor. I think I texted you about it. That one is Half-Life mixed with Minecraft.
Yeah,
if you're into that type of stuff.
And I looked at it.
Looking at the trailer, looks terrible. Being in there, I think we would have tons of fun if 3 or 4 of us were running around that world.
It's difficult when you see games
on.
Yeah, when you see games on Steam that are like full-fledged AAA, really flushed out. Again, looks wise, judging the book by its cover. Like you see these games that are just unbelievable, and some of them are like $5-10, and then you kind of threw that on my lap, like, check this out, and it's like $25, and I'm like,
it's $19. Still, it's $19, and it literally looks like Half-Life 1. The graphics are the same, if not worse, than Half-Life 1. 20 years later, 30 years, whatever it is, and it feels that same way, like you're in an underground private facility. It's Australian too, so you're like in a deep underground private facility in the Australian wilderness, and weird shit like Half-Life happens, like power goes out in the facility, like you're just trying to survive. So they literally mixed Half-Life with Minecraft, building, crafting it. But it is absolutely a game that I think we could all have fun together if 3 or 4 of us were playing. Problem is we won't do that, because we're all in World of Warcraft or playing something else. Like, we've never really got one of these games that we play together,
If they do a sale for it, if they do a sale like during one of Steam sales, or if I can get it on my favorite site, don't even know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it, the Aniba site.
Yeah, I want it.
I'll cut that out later on, just for the video people. But if I can get it like for cheap, I would have to say after the World of Warcraft. Look at that side view of Godfrey just chugging.
Yeah, that's a nice.
That was a nice little.
Nice. What's he watching, the Phillies? Get the Phillies
on. Caught me red-handed, Demonoid.
if after the War Within dies down, which I'm planning on playing for a while, I would be down to check it out, but it has to go on sale. Has to go on sale. That's a must. So that's that. Anything else from you?
No, I just knocked out some of those. I mean, I re-downloaded Valheim because I'm a survival geek. But once I got in there, I realized that I've done it all a million times.
If the apocalypse ever goes down,
loop.
The apocalypse ever happens, Demonoid's going to just pull out a computer and go,
house.
I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it. Well, he's going to survive online. He's going to look at his family and go, you're screwed. I can't do this stuff in real life. But but my guy in here, he's thriving.
Yeah.
Okay, so Godfrey has brought it up a few times. I apologize for this in terms of me not fully reading what he was talking about in our group chat that we discuss everything Deviant for. But he was talking about something he wanted to talk about tonight. So this wasn't on our layout, our outline. But before we get into the news, which is very, very Gamescom oriented, Godfrey, what were you discussing and what did you have going on? I know it was something you were kind of thinking about.
Oh, I mean, I'm a subscriber at Game Pass. A lot of people are. I mean, you guys both are, right? Or no? Maybe.
Demonoid is not. I am.
I am not currently.
I figured that would be the 2 to 3 ratio. So, played Madden, and then there's NCAA. People say NCAA is better, Madden's better. So, I'm starting to think, is it buy it now or Game Pass, right? Except, you're passing for Game Pass, right? And Madden, been playing, a lot of reviews out there. I got to say, man, these Madden review people are intense. Some of these video game review people are intense. Like the way they talk about it, I'm just like, wow, these guys, they break it down. I'm just like, this is intense. NCAA, for those who aren't sport driven on here, Mark probably knows this. It's been years since it's been out. So a lot of people bought it on nostalgia and hype. And the thing is, it's so much better than EA, but they made both games. They said the engine's different. But when you break it down and you look at it, it's really not different. So it's like, what do you like playing better? Are you going to buy both? It's not a deal. So for me, NCAA is Game Pass, and Madden 25 is buy it now. Now, a lot of people will say Madden's bad this year. I feel like sports games, you hear that every year. And I do realize that Madden doesn't really have any competition anymore in 2K football back in the day. However, you want to play with your team, you want to play with the current players. That's the only reason why you rebuy sports games, is so you get current players, right? Am I right, Mark? Like, that's the only reason you will rebuy one, Yeah,
that's what when we were texting each other, that's what I said. Like, it's tough. I used to, back in the day when I bought Madden, I would always skip a year because I couldn't justify buying. They're selling you the same fucking game engine, and they updated rosters. That's all they did. You updated rosters, maybe fired up a little bit of new graphics, but other than that, they just popped new rosters on there, which could be a DLC, a patch, but you're going to pay $70 more for it. So I used to skip a year, every time.
Yeah, and what I noticed is that it's the first year NCAA coming back out, so it had a lot of hype behind it. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'll try it when it comes out on Game Pass for free, but I'm not going to buy it. Part of the reason is in the old versions, you used to be able to upload the recruiting class to Madden, and you can't do that now. So it's like, okay, like it's kind of not even at full force when it comes to Dynasty mode. A lot of people love building up the college recruiting class and going into Dynasty mode, just like Ultimate Team on Madden. I totally get it, but for me, just getting down to playing your friends or playing random people online, it's kind of the crux of the matter. And I just feel like, people are going to buy that game and hate it in 2 weeks. I've played Madden. I don't think it's that bad. But for me, it's buy it now. If I'm choosing between that and Game Pass later or NCAA, I just think that those type of games, they're great. I'm going to be the sports game guy. I mean, Mark will be, he'll be the middle guy between me and Mike. And Mike probably will. Well, Mike's played them too.
That'll be my bathroom break.
Yeah, got to give him credit. But that's going to be something I'm going to try to do every week, where it's going to be buy it now or Game Pass, right? Because there's so many games, especially, it depends what age you are. Like some of us, I don't have kids, but I have a lot of stuff going on. These guys have kids. So you got to pick and choose your spots. And, I'm getting tired of watching games collect dust with cellophane still on them. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play this. And then it's like, oh, look at that. Oh, shit. It fell behind my TV counter and I didn't even open it up. Great. So I'm gonna be disciplined and be like, if it's buy it now, I have to play it now, or is it EA Play, which I have.
Yeah, what about
a lot
PC
of people
people?
it comes with you. Fuck those guys. No, I'm just.
We don't even have disk
I didn't
drives on
know.
these
I
computers
didn't look
anymore.
into
You
that, but
couldn't install
those guys
something
probably.
if
Yeah, PC. That is true. PC people do play Madden. I'll come back with you guys for something later. You probably already know. You're probably, my PC is superior to your Xbox console. You know, I can hear you in the background right now. But, if you have EA Play, which comes with your Game Pass, you can get 10% off. So I bought it for $62 for Madden 25, and I'm like,
There you go.
NCAA Game Pass. So yeah, that's what I want to do every week. Find one of those games where it's Game Pass or not. You know.
All right. All right. Well, now it's time for the news. Godfrey, where's our news stinger?
Oh, hold on, I have it right here. I don't know if you want to call it a stinger. You want to call it a stinger? How
Go
about
ahead.
this?
There you go. There we go. We're getting the news. Okay, so we're going to talk about Gamescom. We're going to talk about Gamescom 2024, which went all week long until today. If you don't know, Gamescom is a 5-day long video game convention that is held each year in Germany. It's the world's largest gaming convention. This year, convention started Tuesday, the 20th, and ends today with the Gamescom Awards, which we are going to discuss starting now. So we got
pricked me.
I've got the list here, and I'm going to try and do it strategically because the list that I'm looking at actually has the winners on it. But I'm going to try and show you because it has the... Okay, stop. It has the nominee. You don't just keep playing it over people while they're talking. It has the nominees, and then it goes into it. So this should be interesting. And we're going to see... I know that Godfrey isn't going to really know many of these. But I don't think that Demonoid's going to know them either.
Don't sleep on my Civilization knowledge over here. I do play that on Steam and PC, actually. So I do dip my toe in there.
All right.
I am an old school Civilization partaker.
Let's get this started. Nominees for Best Audio, which is kind of it's great. I mean, a lot of work goes into the audio for these games. Dune Awakening, Kingdom Come, Little Nightmares 3, Nine Souls, and Star Wars Outlaws. The only one I know there is Star Wars Outlaws and Dune Awakening.
I've heard of Kingdom Come. I did not know Dune had a game. I just watched the 2 new movies. Kind of interested in that.
Yeah.
I've heard of Thy Kingdom Come from the Bible.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. I just watched a trailer for that today. It looked pretty damn insane. So the winner for that was Little Nightmares 3, which looks really friggin' spooky. I'll have to check that out. All right, so let me cut this away so we can go down here.
Shit. Dune's not even out.
It's not?
This is a 2025 release date.
How is that the nominee and the winner?
I don't know. I'm on Steam looking at it. Coming to PC early 2025. It looks okay.
All right. Let's go for the next one. Nominee for Best Gameplay. Blueprints Dagobah, Empire of the Ants, Tower 5, Frostpunk 2 from 11-Bit Studios, PVKK, and The Alters. Have you heard of any of these?
Frostpunk is the only one I've heard of.
Well, you know what? Thank God you heard of it because that was the one that got Best Gameplay.
Yeah, I've seen that before on Steam.
Are these like the indie game? Are those like indie games? I'm assuming. Like,
well, wait a second because right here, nominees for Most Entertaining: Inzoi, Monster Hunter,
that one.
Monster Hunter Wilds, Pal World, that was actually perfect for Pal World, PVKK, and Star Wars Outlaws. Pal World jumped up there, which is very interesting. I know that was a huge viral video game, which everybody was playing, including me and Demonoid. For Most Entertaining, which one do you guys think?
So, most entertaining. I'll go with Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter?
Yes.
I'm going to go with Pal World.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. Most entertaining. Now the Inzoid game. Good.
Is Power World like a Bizarro Pikachu
Pokemon.
type
Yeah.
Pokemon?
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon.
Game.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon where you can kill things.
Mm-hmm. With like machine guns.
You could capture
Cool.
humans in the Pokeballs and butcher them if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, and you create a sweatshop with them too.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely a lot of factory work in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like realistic.
But just like we were talking about before, because it's brand new, because it went viral,
Everybody
had
bought
a lot of exploits, that were just kind of ridiculous for some. Nominees: Most Epic, Crimson Desert, Dune Awakening, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Star Wars Outlaws. These are like, and the thing is, in
Star
my
Wars
world,
Outlaws on
these are
every
nothing.
nomination list. Like, what is that like?
Yeah.
The
Kingdom Come
gameplay
got
looks
up there.
It's
amazing.
4 out of 5. It's like 4 out of 5, 3 out of 4 or something. It's
Most
been on.
epic, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean,
You
do we
guys
go
think?
Monster Hunter
I'm gonna
again?
go with Crimson Desert here.
All right. I mean, the guy on the front of the graphic is epic. Monster Hunter.
Yeah, no, that's
Wow.
what
That
I
is
thought,
Monster
yeah.
Hunter is actually a game that I've always thought about playing and I never played. It's definitely been
Yeah,
one of
I
those
mean-
ones where I see it and I'm like, should I? Now this is one that nobody's going to know, at least not on this show. We're called Deviant for a reason. Most wholesome video game.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Haven't
Creatures
seen any.
Creatures of Ava, Tavern Talk, Tiny Bookshop, Urban Jungle, and Voodoo. Is that Voodoo or Woodo?
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
I don't know.
You think Voodoo?
Most wholesome.
Tavern Talk.
That's
Tavern
not
Talk.
wholesome. Tavern Talk.
Yeah, I
is
haven't heard-
wholesome.
And then wait. Then
What's
we're gonna go
Tavern
down
Talk
this.
about? Is it like Leisure Suit Larry? Except they're like, hey, you want to go do a line in the bathroom or something like that? Like,
Now this is weird. I don't get this. I feel like I'm missing something with this. Nominees for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. Like there's so many other
I
great
haven't-
titles. Age of Mythology,
Yeah, get out of here.
Creatures of Ava, Little Nightmares 3, Star Wars Outlaws, and Alters. I mean, is this only in Germany? Like, is this just Germany based? It's what they get? Like, I don't get it.
It's possible, but
But,
yeah, that's
so,
odd.
Best Microsoft game is Little Nightmares.
mm.
And then when we go down here, nominees for Best PC Game. It's all the same shit. Dune Awakening, Empire of the Ants, Frostpunk 2, Kingdom Come, and Alters. Like, it's all the same shit.
Is there a category for a cover that has Best Picture for depiction of blown out butthole? Dune Awakening is taking that hands down.
Well, Kingdom Come Deliverance was the one of that. I'm trying to go.
If a psychiatrist is like, what do you see with this picture? I'm like, I think that's a blown out butthole.
A lot of these are unreleased, by the way. I just looked up Frostpunk 2 again now. It's available in 3 weeks. So this is a lot of stuff.
So are these winners predetermined by people in the industry?
What says this?
I think these words may be fugazi.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
somebody-
wholeheartedly.
I think somebody paid a lot of something to get
It says every year the Gamescom award ceremony is organized by the Digital Gaming Culture Foundation as part of the Gamescom. The Gaming Award honors outstanding games expansion exhibitors, announcements, and trailers that are presented at Gamescom 2024. Participation was possible so it's people who participated in, I guess. Here you can find the regulations. And then the jury. I guess these are the people that vote on this. Is all these people, Stephen Billmall, Daniel Blum, Yuki Bose, like these are the people that are voting on it. And I
mean,
just
that
don't
looks
get
like
it.
that'd be a hell of an after party.
Who's Lisa?
Who's Lisa? So I don't know. That makes no sense to me. Something's fishy. I think Godfrey had it with something's a fugazi. Something's not right. But now let's get into something even better than the awards, which I thought the awards would have been something cool, but they just flopped around like a whiskey. You know what? Shut up.
A whiskey.
That would have been a good time for a sound effect.
He's doing all the sound effects while we're talking. Then there's silence, and he gets
on
nothing.
The perfect moment for a grade A clip. He falls short like a floppy wiener.
All right, so getting into some of the actual announcements from the ground floor, from the exhibitors, from the developers going on at Gamescom. First, we got an unbelievable trailer for Batman Arkham Shadows, which is a strictly VR game coming out for Quest 3. This one, we go for the Rat King is the main villain in this game, and we could see, I just saw them. Let me rewind that for the people that are watching the video. You see, does like kind of like a get over here, kind of like Bulletstorm comes over to him, and then you punch him, which was really, really cool. Grappling hook and stuff like that. So this is actual gameplay from the game, which is supposed to be released, I think, in 2 months. Highly anticipated. They're looking at this to be a console seller for Quest 3. Not much more I could say about it. I mean, the trailer, the in-game footage looks amazing. I don't know how this is going to make you feel in VR. As me and
it's going to give you it's going to give you the wiggle legs.
Yeah, the wiggle legs.
People that are
you're going to go all Gumby.
I think you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, it's gonna.
The Batman video games, like, I feel like no matter what console they've been on, you always get at least a couple releases where they're a little ahead of their time. You know what I mean? Like graphic wise, like even all the way back to Nintendo. You remember some of the Batman video games on Nintendo?
Right.
I felt they were a little bit ahead of their time.
Well, the Batman series, especially the Arkham series, I mean, 10, 15 years later, they're still relevant games in terms of if you go back and play them, they're still good graphically, quest-wise, gameplay. Everything is still compelling. Like, I've booted it up every now and then on my Xbox, and just like, I'm like, wow, this is still, like, if I bought this today, it would still be good. So looking at this trailer, it seems to be that they are going for that level of gameplay still. Just looking at that, to get in there in 3D would be unbelievable. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
I'm waiting for the Quest 3 to have a sale. It will eventually happen.
Well, they're going to be having a sale on the actual console itself.
So, update me here. Like, there's the VR headset, and then is there going to be a Quest 3 console on top of that?
What's that?
Outside of the headset?
No, the headset is the console.
The headset is the console.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So there's going to be a sale upcoming on that? Okay.
Yeah, because they're coming out with the Quest 3S.
Oh, okay. So no, I want.
So you're going to be able to get a lighter version.
So we won't have the best.
So the 3S is it's better.
No, the 3S is going to be like the iPhone S. It's going to be a more budget-friendly version.
I'm just going to buy the best ones.
Budget-friendly.
Keeping on with the VR, Blizzard was there in full effect with a VR experience to promote the War Within. The experience is called Escape from Dalaran, which this experience was. You could watch the video. They have a YouTube video if you're not watching. If you're listening to us on podcast form, a video on YouTube, and you've got to check this out. They built this from the ground up, working with a VR company that builds arcade machines in VR. And we're watching a video right now of them putting it together, but I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to kind of show some gameplay of this insane contraption that you hop on, you fly a flying mount through Dalaran as Dalaran is, and if you don't know what Dalaran is, one of the major cities in the game, it's a huge component of the War Within. As you fly around it, as it's falling apart, and then you dive into the inner workings of what's that city called? I'm so new to the city still. The Nerubian city, the Spider City. But while you're flying on this, God, what?
These are spoilers, by the way.
Oh,
I haven't seen any of this.
No, none of this is in the game. None of this is in the game.
You just said Dalaran's getting destroyed. Nobody knows that unless you've played.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
we'll beat Mike after the show. Don't worry.
Cut this whole segment.
Cut it. They have a fan on there to blow air at you to feel like you're getting shot at. It's unbelievable. But I had to show this, dude. This is great, and I hope that they do this somewhere, somehow, across the United States and not just in Germany. So, another really cool thing that I just kind of spoiled for everybody.
Yep.
Poor people. You know what? Next time, spend a little extra money. Get in there early.
I will not promote these early access practices. And you shouldn't either.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't have done it if like they would have done early access like Monday, but actual access was like Thursday and Friday. I would have waited. But because they did it right before a weekend, I had to jump on the early access train.
Yeah. And they gave you the 30 days of game time is a big seller too.
Yeah, because
that almost had me pull the trigger.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. It only adds a couple bucks technically if you think about it.
Yeah, incomplete because buy the base game, the next tier up was $20 more. The following tier was $20 more, but with the $15 game time, you're only looking at $25.
It's $5.
Yeah. I knew you, and I know that Guido were weighing the options, but I like I said, it worked out good for me. As you know, it's very difficult for me to get game time nowadays. So to have the weekend to really get myself in a good position to stay in line with you guys who seem to find ways to get more game time than me.
You'll be passed on Tuesday.
Well, I know. Thank you. Another great announcement that came out of Gamescom was the Borderlands 4. It wasn't a trailer. It was just kind of a teaser. But we talked about this last week on the show and talked about the fact that they were there was an article where he said they were working on it. I know that there was a huge applause in the convention hall when they showed this teaser, when the logo came up, when they realized that it was Borderlands 4. I don't know if now was the time to make the announcement with the movie flopping so hard. I think that Borderlands is leaving a horrible taste in people's mouths right now. I think they should have kind of sat on it for a little bit longer. But, I mean, they made the announcement. It's out there now, and I, for one, am going to be playing this game. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's going to be something in my games library that I'm going to play. But the announcement's there. It's nothing more than just... Go ahead.
So there is a piece of news that you might have missed after we're talking about Borderlands. Yeah, I haven't really done Borderlands, but after that movie, I think it's a big turd. I'm sorry. My image has been tarnished.
Well, I think that's why they dropped it. I think they want people talking about potential instead of a flop. Now people are going to be speculating. I think it was a smart move. Get people to stop talking about the shit-ass movie and start speculating on the new game.
Right. I mean...
Learned today.
Yeah, I'm just still so defeated with all those movie reviews.
You didn't watch it yet, right?
I haven't watched it. We've discussed how we're going to see it.
It comes out the 31st, right? For free? Let's go watch it for free.
Yeah, we're going to Game Pass that.
We're going to Game Pass that.
Yeah.
That'd be great if they just released it for Game Pass. Sign up for Game Pass. Watch it now. It's just it's a bummer. It's a bummer.
What about mobile gaming?
Huh?
Mobile gaming? We got a big release coming for that, right? The Pixel Fold 9, 7.6 screen, 12 gigs of RAM. Your amateur mobile gaming, you can play emulators on there and all that. I
It's the
play
one.
emulators on.
It's the phone gaming is the one thing we don't talk about on here.
Really?
I mean,
You guys don't do it
I
at
mobile
all?
game, but I don't. So I mobile game, but I don't mobile
what
game
about
an
Xbox
emulator.
Game Pass on your phone?
I don't. I
Like,
play
yeah.
Xbox Game Pass on my G Cloud, a gaming device.
I feel like the gaming devices are going to get rivaled by the phones as they get more. How many gigs of RAM is on the G Cloud? Tell me. I was just curious.
It's the G Cloud. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have. You don't have to have anything. Everything's being played from the cloud. It doesn't matter what your mobile device has. Everything is being streamed to you.
Yeah.
Your amount of memory or processing power, when you're talking about cloud gaming, none of that matters. I can cloud game on my Fire Stick.
So for me, I've played Xbox Game Pass, and I've done it on the phone. And you're right about that. However, the convenience of it being in your hand and your phone is pretty awesome.
The convenience of
like-
just having your
like
phone. No. The convenience of having your phone on you at all times. And if you are comfortable, again, if you are comfortable with playing strictly on your phone, that's fine. Now, for me, if I'm playing on my phone, I need an attachment. I need to put it in something. I need a controller with it. I need to do something.
Fair.
I can't just play strictly tapping virtual buttons on my phone. Again,
But
if
7.6 inch screen makes it a lot. You can actually fold it in half.
size doesn't matter to me.
120 hertz refresh rate is pretty good. So I don't know. I think it's gonna rival that stuff as the.
We're going to
gets
see.
better.
Back in the day, I remember buying the Nokia. Oh my God, it
Engage.
was a Engage. Yes. So there was a
I was
point in
in
time where,
wireless
yeah,
at the time, and I thought it was a piece of turd back then.
I thought it was so cool.
Everybody,
Oh, it was
the
the coolest.
gamers would come in when I used to. They're like, "Do you got the Engage?" And I'm like, "Sure." They're like, "I can't believe you have it in." I was like, "Yeah, that's because not that many people are buying it, my guy."
Now I gotta find a picture before I get to our final story.
The Nokia Engage, yeah, that was if you were a hardcore gamer back in the day, you bought the Engage. That's
Yeah, here it is. Yes, I was and am a gamer.
How long did you stick to the Engage when you had it? I'm just curious.
Oh, once I bought it, I was in. Like I had to.
You were pot committed. You weren't here.
I had to commit to it. So I don't know why it's zooming in like so crazy on this. Oh,
I bet you if you picked up one of those now, you'd be like, I can't believe how fucking small this thing is. You'd be like, I cannot.
So there's the
that.
Engage. Yeah, it had the little.
It looks like the remote for the Millennial Falcon, like
directional pad on the left and the keypad. Yeah, it's crazy.
Land here at this coordinates. It's just, I remember that. The thing was, it's kind of beefy for its back in the day.
Yeah, I had that. All right, for the last announcement from Gamescom. Now, I know that there was a lot more announcements, a lot more revealed there, but I had to consolidate it for the show. But the one that I saw that I have to play, and this, I don't normally play our videos with audio, so for the people that are listening at home, but I'm going to play the audio of this one because I want the reaction of the guys here with me when I play this
video with audio.
When I play this trailer. This is this is Goat Simulator remastered, the trailer, and I'm going to have to rewind a couple of times because I just want to point out a few things, but let's get into this. Now, first off, we're looking at a penitentiary. Cash grab penitentiary. Basically because they're doing a remaster, which is a cash grab, which is just people trying to get more money off of old IP.
That's worse than 007 graphics.
So yeah, we got two correctional guards. Oh wait. Looks like Anduin.
Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border.
Oblivion, I think. Is that Skyrim?
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
You're finally awake.
Yeah, how many times they remastered and resold that, and we've all bought it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, those cops are definitely from 007.
I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's maybe soft.
But yeah, they're just showing off all these games that have done remasters. It's a pretty well done trailer in terms of a tongue-in-cheek way of doing things. I mean, Goat Simulator.
That's Red Dragon.
Is that what that was?
Collector.
Love, hate on the hooves of the goat. The warden walks up. The goat's sitting there. Turns on the light. Oh no! The goat got away. He turns around and look at this thing. It's a goat with a tongue screaming. There you go. Goat Simulator. Remastered.
I feel like if I had to give a comp movie, it would be Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like, I feel like it could be interesting, but I definitely need to take a bong rip before I'm going to play it.
Bong rips for Goat Simulator. Coming 2024.
Game.
and Godfrey. Game Pass.
Oh, there you go. You know what?
Game Pass.
That's appropriate because that would be not buy it right now. That's for sure. They knew what they were doing. Good for them.
It's a hugely popular game. It's one that I've never even dabbled in any way, shape, or form, but people love it.
It was on my wish list forever. I didn't know what it was.
I don't know.
I mean, like the movies.
Is it free?
Like,
how much is that on Steam?
I'm looking at it right now. It's $30 currently if you were to buy the regular one, but apparently, and with like you said, amazingly positive reviews. And I just don't get it. I don't know what it is.
Let me see. I'm looking.
Is that penis game on Game Pass as well?
I can get it. I can get it right now for Steam for $2.67.
Wow.
We might have to play that
you get
one
Goat
week.
Simulator for $2.
$2.67.
How do you do that? It's $29.99 for me.
How do
I
Well, Mike's got mad points or something.
Yes.
Nah,
Points galore. I've got so many points. But
just looking at the trailers, I don't know what the point is. I don't understand.
We might have to when it's a slow news week, we might have to just play it just to give a good review. Just to talk about it.
Yeah, we may have to play it because it's all positive reviews.
Yeah, it's unbelievably positive.
That's what it says. Overwhelmingly, Steam is currently overwhelmingly positive.
Right.
With the remaster on the way.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
All right. What's the best game that you've played where you had doubts about it and you played it and you were like, wow, this game's amazing?
The recent one was Suicide Squad.
I have an old school one, but mine was Perfect Dark for N64. I was very skeptical when I played it.
I thought they were good.
They were good, but I didn't know. I looked at it like a James Bond clone almost, but when I played it, I was like, wow, this is better than James Bond. Demonoid
on the last show was just discussing how often games get bad reviews and then you play them and they're really good, just like with movies. So sometimes your expectations are really low.
Are games like movies where, like, if it bombs, it goes directly to Game Pass and Steam and all that? Like,
not necessarily, because like Fallout 76 is one that comes to my mind real fast. It bombed hugely, but the problem is that developers get pushed by corporate to push out games by a certain time. So sometimes they're not finished, and then once they get a year or two to actually flush out everything, sometimes those games have a resurgence where it's like, holy shit, this is a good game now. So it's not always direct straight to Game Pass. And direct to Game Pass isn't always a bad thing. Like, there's a lot of amazing games that go to Game Pass.
Halo.
But Halo, Gears is on Game. Like, there's a lot of great games that are on Game Pass. To that regard, that's just constant money coming into them as a cut from Microsoft. That's why they keep upping their price.
I'd be like, let's release it free on Game Pass and make them pay for everything in the goddamn game. I mean, that's what some of them do, right? So
yeah,
that's what if I was the head of a company, that would be my formula every single time. Every single time.
All right. Anything else from you guys before we get out of here? Is that about it?
Good show, yeah.
Yeah, good show. I liked it. I liked the ending. Godfrey with his floppy wiener with the soundboard was great. I loved it.
Wiener?
Your wiener flopped. Oh, that's
an old door.
I don't know what.
You couldn't even guess that one. That's an old door. That's a bad one. I didn't create them. I'm just using them. What can I say?
That's the name of this episode. Missed opportunities. I just wrote it down. But anyway, thank you to everybody for joining us. Like you heard, Godfrey might be joining the World of Warcraft World in Azeroth with us sometime soon. Demonoid will be playing the War Within. I'm in there right now. If you're listening to us and you want to join us, we are on the the Arathor server. We have a guild, the Deviant Gamers Guild. Hit us up on there. On there you can find me. I'm Toxic Spunk or Toxic Heels. Demonoid is, what is your main name on there?
For this expansion,
yeah,
Scion, SCAON.
Yeah. So find us out there, message us, tell us you want to be a part of the guild, and we'll get you in there. I will be posting in the show notes and the description of this episode our Discord, so come join our Discord, have some fun. Remember, our Discord is not for the faint of heart. Don't come there expecting some politically correct stuff. We have fun. So
or don't bring politics to it either.
Don't unless it's in a really funny meme. So with all that being said, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. And remember, it's all fun and games
until somebody
gets trolled.
Later. Oh, Jesus.